So it's past midnight. I'm into Monday morning. I highly recommend becoming a member. I don't get anything from this if you do something like that. It's not. I'm just promoting them because the content you get in the members area. Well, this morning I went to breakfast with Carlito. It's been over an hour and nothing's happening. He says, "Yeah, it is," and I'm like, "What?" Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing really great. It is 1:45 in the morning, Monday morning, the 10th, or if you want to look at it, the end of the 9th. So it's past midnight. I'm into Monday morning. Happy Monday. Well, tonight I went down to the A7 DJ bar on Soy 7 because Nick and Marty do the Sunday night SNL show, Sunday Night Live show. They do a public show, and then they take a break, and then they do the members only show, which, if you're into that kind of thing, I highly recommend becoming a member. I don't get anything from this if you do something like that. It's not. I'm just promoting them because the content you get in the members area, which I should really do more in mine, is pretty thorough and deep, professional photographer, that kind of thing, good sound and stuff. They really do a production just for a YouTube video. But anyway, so I went down to the Sunday Night Live, hung out, talked to the same girl, one of the young ladies that I've known since the second full day in Pattaya when I retired. I've known her that long, and she, like all the other ladies in all of Nick's bars, are considered my sister. They're in the locked file cabinet, sister. So I don't fuck around with them. I don't do none of that kind of shit. And they know it, and they understand it, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyway, so went down to the show. It was freaking good show. They had now hopefully I can put a few clips in somewhere in here, right? I want to make sure I keep track of the time. My eyes are a little fuzzy tonight. It's been a long night, and I just put my drops in like 20 minutes ago, so they're still kind of blurry. Okay, so about 9-10 minutes. So the casting couches is called was loaded with eye candy, big time, and they did their normal stuff, the little quick interviews, what they like, where they're from, that kind of thing. Maybe ask a couple extra questions about something if Marty's in the mood, things like that. And then the normal show where they dance a little bit, they play on a exercise machine that makes your butt jiggle, They spin a wheel for prize money. Stuff like that. And then the guys like it. To get, the people, not just guys, there's a lot of women too that watch that, from all over the world. Tonight, it was a small night. I think there was 700 and some people tuned in. unless my eyes were fooling me. It could have been 100, because honestly, my eyes are really, really tired. Because I tried moderating a little bit, and I shouldn't have. But anyway, so that's basically it. Did the live show. That was my day. Well, this morning I went to breakfast with Carlito down here at the Sunflower. That Sunflower by Alex. That's her name, Alex. And her husband is this, well, maybe he's not now, but he was the chef. So, but they've grown, and they're getting pretty busy. So let's see. We had breakfast. I had breakfast with Carlito. Took a couple of shots, but I don't know if they're worth even throwing in there. But maybe I could throw them in there somehow. And it was raining when we left. After 3.5 hours, honestly, we just. Unless he's just courteous, we both enjoy having these long conversations. The time just seems to fly by, and the staff there don't care. If it got to a point where they needed the table for customers, they would politely ask us, and we'd be courteous back, so anyway, so did that, had a good break. It was good. We had a good conversation. It was a lot of funny stuff. And then I worked on my computer a little bit, and while I was on the computer, ding, Sunday Night Live show in 30 minutes, and I was like, holy shit, today is Sunday. And I had 30 minutes. I mean, it usually takes 20 to get there. So I got there, but I was 15 minutes late, which I always like to show up early and say hi to Sam, the man running the shit in the bag. And Daz, when Daz is in town, Daz helps him tremendously, as does Marty. And I forgot what I was saying, and I don't have anybody to bail me out. Oh, jeez. So, but I like to get down there early to say hi to the crew, right? Wish them a good show. Now I'm going to stay out of your way because I don't want to trip on some shit and knock over a light or a camera. But so did the public show, hung out, talk shop, and waited around for the next show to start. And basically we just sat there at the table for the hour break or whatever, just shooting the shit. I was chin wagging with Pla for 2 frickin' hours, because she was, and June, and we were just talking about everything, drinks and things like that, things that were bar and customer related. So I'm pretty wasted because I ate a gummy, okay, and I said to myself that I'm cutting loose this trip, okay, and so Friday night was the cut loose night, and I cut loose. I had Nick said, "You want a gummy?" And I said, "Yeah, take a gummy." So he bit one in half and gave me the other half, and he said, "This is too strong for you." So I ate it. Hour later, I'm saying, "Hey, Nick, what's up?" And I said, "I'm not feeling anything." Usually my fingers get a little numb, tingly, and my forearms kind of feel kind of odd. And then I know it's like getting into my body. And I said, "It's been over an hour and nothing's happening." He says, "Yeah, it is." And I'm like, "What?" He says, "Man, you're talking 900 miles an hour. you're definitely there." And I was like, "No shit, I have been talking a lot, haven't I? I've almost lost my voice." Fucking stupid ass. But what did I do? I did the same thing tonight. Oh my word. Yeah. I had, kid you not, kudos. First of all, I'm sitting there and they're all concerned about me, right? Wet cloth, rubbing my shoulders, the security guy, and 2 or 3 women, right? And I'm a big guy, so if I start to fall, they're only 40 kilos and I'm a ton, right? So they're all kind of hanging on to me, making sure I'm good to go. And I'm saying, I'm good to go. I'm just trying to test the waters a little bit. I want to step down here. I want to step down there. I know I'm wasted because I had a gummy. And Martin, not Marty, but Martin, Big Martin, that went on the Cambodia trip together. Back whenever the hell that was, April or something. I think we bonded at the camp, the first death camp that we went to together. I think we experienced some moments there that were without words, And so we bonded. But tonight, I'm drunker than shit. And he's like, "Are you okay? You okay?" And I said, "No, I'm wasted." He says, "Is your head swimming?" British term. I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay. All right, mate." They not only grabbed me by the arms and got me into the bolt, but he got in the other side. And he rode all the way back to my hotel, brought me all the way up the elevator, all the way down into my room, kicked off my shoes, grabbed me a water out of the fridge, and said, "Line me in the morning when you're up. I'll see you later." Click, close the door. Turned off the lights, the headlight, the overhead lights and everything. Dude, good man. Shit. No, man, I'll never forget that. And I'm stoned as hell. 125 milligrams in this thing that my friend gave me. That's like 4 times what I would usually take. So I'm pretty wasted. But this is going up the members area for now. And then depending on the outcome from YouTube, depending on how many gratuitous shots I put in there, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. If not, I'll put the other ones up alone. And this would just be a drunken chat on a Sunday night / Monday morning. And I believe today would be the 10th, Monday the 10th. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.